I'd like to thank everybody for showing up on this beautiful afternoon on Lake Champlain. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Congressman for this area, Congressman John McHugh.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, it's always, even if it weren't such beautiful weather, the mayor is very gracious as always and tried to allow me to take credit, but this is his town, and clearly this is his achievement. Crystal clear blue skies and a beautiful Adirondack fall afternoon. Thank you all for being here. Every time I come to Clinton County in this part of the world, it's a source of inspiration. And the simple reason for that, actually it's not that simple a reason, but the basic reason for that is the experience I had in my first year in elective office when very, very bad things, very undesirable, undeserved things happened at Plattsburgh Air Force Base and the closure. And it was a dark day in the North Country community's history, but the inspiration came about when local leaders took a disappointment and made it into an ongoing achievement and an ongoing triumph. And I think we are here as much as anything today to celebrate again that kind of spirit. Obviously, Wyeth Pharmaceuticals was a critically important part of this community here at Rouses Point, but throughout the entire region. 1,300 very gifted, very able employees on the cutting edge of pharmaceutical development, on the cutting edge of great jobs, suddenly without a place to go to work. A community suddenly without one of its major taxpayers. I think nature and humankind would make one go, gee, what do we do now, and sit down. But in that North Country spirit, Rouses Point and the greater North Country community has once again risen to that challenge. And we're joined today by Paul Maroon, who's representing Senator Betty Little, representing the North Country Chamber of Commerce, Gary Douglas and Roy Kurtz. So many great North Country folks joining with great Mayor George Rivers in putting together that Wyeth Transitional Coordinating Council to try to make lemonade out of some more lemons. It's been a novel approach put together by Mark Berry and others that recognize the greatest asset of Wyeth is its employees. And the marketing of those employees, they have decided, and I couldn't agree more, is one of the critical components towards redevelopment and going forward as has happened at Plattsburgh Air Force Base and others. Resources are needed. So with the support of these good folks here in this community and through the greater North Country community, we made some efforts in Washington to try to bring a little bit of assistance to help in that marketing of those employees. And today we're symbolically presenting to the mayor a check from the federal government for $100,000 to assist in that remarketing effort. Mayor?
Have some teeth out there, George.
You know, resources are one thing, but money without dedicated good folks to use those resources wisely is wasted money, and we know this money will not be wasted. There are, of course, exciting things and a lot of effort going on in the remarketing of Wyeth, and we just hope very much, Mr. Mayor, that assistance helps you and the rest of the good folks in this redevelopment to carry forward and realize an even brighter tomorrow, if you can have a brighter tomorrow than this very, very bright today. So thank you for allowing me to be here.
Thank you, John. I had a 2.5-hour speech, right? But the congressman just about did everything that I was going to do. I wanted to thank Gary Douglas and the chamber for stepping up to the bat with us. A big special thanks to Melissa, who put this transition committee together along with Gary. And all the people that came our assistance. We are deeply grateful. Certainly, Congressman, I want to thank you for this little or big presentation, but also I'd like to thank you for stepping up to the bat on the border crossing and this thing with the passports. You know, that's got everybody in the North Country in an uproar. You can understand it affects our economy. Stepping up to the bat and getting that postponed to 2009 is greatly appreciated. So another thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, folks, I hope everybody has a good day.